Hey everybody, Crime and Cask with you tonight. I've worn this white shirt so long, I tell you. This is my Grace and Grits shirt out of Mount Pleasant, Charleston area. Man, that place, they do something magical with grits. It's a southern thing. Hey, give a little shout out to Miller High Life tonight. Champagne of beers. I mean, come on. Grocery store I was at didn't have the PDR. PDR's lost. Miller's gain. Okay. Becky Hill is the clerk of courts for Colleton County. She was the one, if you remember, during the Alex Murdaugh trial who read the verdict. She has a book out. You want to tell me how the clerk of courts gets a book out before she gets the transcripts out in an ongoing trial with appeals, waiting for those said transcripts? Okay, but there's a couple excerpts in Becky's book that are pretty eye-opening. One of them is, she said in her heart of her hearts as she's reading the verdict, she was hoping that Alec wasn't going to be innocent. What? You're the clerk of courts. What do you care? I mean, if somebody's supposed to be unbiased, it's you. The other one was, she had said something to the effect was, her and her team were basically giving the jury the eye that you're guilty. You're guilty. What is that shit? Like, okay, you're not talking to him. And the other thing, I don't know, Elvira, whatever her name was, sitting on the bench, sitting on the prosecution side. I mean, that girl with the eye roll. Every time I looked at her, every time defense got up, said something, every time I saw a sled agent in the audience, it was shaking her head, like, the hands over the head, falling asleep, like, guys. I mean, okay, okay. But that attitude is exactly why you can't look at evidence, real evidence, and look at it two ways. You can only look at it one way, and that's guilty. So, big, big motion tomorrow in Columbia on the State House. Crowd of cast. We're going to be there. We're going to be there, and I'm going to go live for everybody. And we're going to see what this is all about. I'm sure old Fitz News is going to have that motion up already. Sarah Zari's already talked about it. She's going to talk about it as soon as that motion is filed tomorrow. And then they're having a press conference at 2:30. I will be at that press conference. Let's hear what they have to say. And a lot of it has to do with the jury and the defense interviewed the jury after the trial extensively. And there's some shit they found out. New evidence. Either you have a judge who just screwed up the trial, that would get it overturned. You have incompetent attorney, that would get it overturned. Or you have jury tampering, that'll get it overturned. I'm going to go with jury tampering. I hate to say that because it sounds really bad, but maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Influencing. We'll see what happens. But when I hear things like this coming out of the Colleton County clerk's office in her own book, doesn't bode well. I mean, you got to cross every T, dot every I, straight and narrow. I mean, everybody in the world was watching this trial. You got to do it right. You got to do it right by the book. Anyways, y'all have asked me so many times over the last 24 hours, what is it? What's the news? I don't know. Jim Griffin didn't call me. Should have, but he didn't. But I'll see him tomorrow. I'll ask him, why don't you call me? Hey, that question, Cropcast News. They better know who I am. Yeah. Anyways, we'll see you tomorrow. Columbia, see you live, 2:30. I'll try to get on a little bit before, and we'll see what's going on. Wow. Cropcast, go.